Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time, every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
Hello and welcome. Are we live? Hello and welcome to Todd Field on the beautiful campus of Shallowater Independent School District, and tonight's presentation of Shallowater football brought to you by Shallowater Sports Network. Tonight is senior night here in Shallowater. Todd Field going to honor all the seniors. They're being honored right now out on the turf, and tonight's game and matchup is a district matchup featuring your Shallowater Mustangs, who come in at 6-2, undefeated here in district play, taking on the Kermit Yellow Jackets, 1-7, and winless so far in district play tonight. So welcome you in. Hey, it's just me, Ty King, here with you right now. Donnie will be up here soon. He's handling business for his senior daughter down on the field. So as he should do his fatherly duties, as you will, and I'll kind of not try to wreck the bus until he gets back up here. But in the Andress Brothers pregame show, we want to look at the tail of the tape between these two squads as they come in. What you mentioned, Kermit comes in at 1-7. Shallowater Mustangs 6-2, 3-0, and Kermit 0-3. Last year, big time win for the Mustangs, 52-7. Mustangs took it to the Yellow Jackets last year, but returning letterman, 17 returning letterman, which is hard to believe for me because looking at the warm-ups for Kermit, I don't even think they have 17 players. So, but 17 returning letterman, they say. Also 17 for the Mustangs. 22 points a game for Kermit, 36 there for the good guys, and points allowed 37 and just 17 for the Shallowater Mustangs. Head coach Bubba Ross last year was 0-8, 0-5. He did pick up a win this year. So, and Rodney Vincent, first season, and he comes in. Last year we were 0-1 in the area and lost a pilot point. Okay. So we'll take a look at the Paint Doctor tail of the tape. So now we'll go to what we do. Oh, the matchup. Here we go. Last week, man, Shallowater had a great night. I'm talking up here. It was about as balanced and well executed on all phases of the game contest for the Shallowater as we've ever seen this season. So total yards, again, well, first off, Shallowater wins the game last week against Denver City, who we anticipated would be the top, foe to challenge for this district title. And Shallowater comes up with a big win, 30-7, 340 yards for the Mustangs versus 255, 80 yards rushing for Denver City, 306 yards on the ground last week for the Mustangs, and just 34 through the air, but they didn't need it. They didn't need it, man. Garrett Forster was kind of showed his skills as far as being able to run with the football, as well as a number of other players running with the football. So 5.7 yards per play last week. Just one turnover. Now Shallowater is a +4 turnover on the season. They're struggling a little bit negative in that aspect and right at even for a couple of weeks. And they finally got into that positive area on +4 for the season. So it was a great game last week, and you kind of got a feel that Shallowater's, peaking at the right time because Denver City is a pretty good football team. But that's in the past. We got to look to this week tonight against Kermit. Can't overlook them. But let's take a look at the district matchups tonight, the APS district matchups. As we look, Kermit is here in town to take on the Mustangs. Let's see, in District Slayton, we'll go over to Lamesa. That's a big football game there. Brownfield will travel to Denver City. Some people up in this booth like Brownfield. I don't know who they are, but it might be Jake Warren. Going down to Denver City to take on them. Littlefield in that northern district, in District 2, Littlefield travels to Bushland, and Dalhart will visit Muleshoe, which should be a good football game there in Muleshoe. So That's a look around the district and in the Northern District, who we will face in the second round of the playoffs. So, as we mentioned, Shallowater has clinched a playoff spot, so we will be in the playoffs, so we know that. So, there you go. And the APS Week 10 matchups, let's see, that's that. What do we go to? We want to go to the district standings? There you go. Good guys right there at the top. Shallowater Mustangs 3-0, 6-2 on the season. Denver City 2-1 and 4-4. Brownfield Cubs have won 2 games here in the district. They're playing well, so maybe Jake's right. 2-1, 2-6 overall. Lamesa 1-2, Slayton 1-2, and then you have Kermit at 0-3 and 1-7. So a lot of impactful games tonight. If you take a look at for playoffs, to get to the playoffs, the playoff seeding around this district with Denver City taking on Brownfield and Lamesa taking on Slayton. So there's a look at the District 1 standings, and we'll see how that plays out after tonight, because I think we'll start to get a clearer picture as far as who, what, when, and where. District 2, that North District up there, Bushland, 6-3 overall, 3-0 in district play, has really taken a kind of a commanding lead in that district. Muleshoe at 1-1, Dalhart at 1-1, and River Road at 1-2, and Littlefield is 0-2. And that's always tough to see Littlefield down there, because Littlefield's 3-5. They usually have a great football program, and you kind of expect them to pick things up. But man, a lot of still a lot to be settled in that district as you look after Bushland. Muleshoe, Dalhart, River Road, and Littlefield all have a chance at the playoffs, so they're all playing for their playoff lives. So there you go. And we'll look at the state top 10. Hadn't changed a whole lot still. You got the Gymnad Indians. Yes, I mean, what's new? You got the Brock Eagles at 2. The Hallettsville Brahmas at 3. Still can't believe they call themselves the Brahmas. It's the Brahma, but I digress. Vandy Industrial Cobras, who I'm not a fan of snakes, but I will say it's a cool mascot. The Mount Vernon Tigers, and at number 6, rounds out the top 5. At 6 is the West Trojans. Number 7, the Grandview Zebras. Number 8, the Lorena Leopards. Number 9, the Tatum Eagles. And number 10, kind of new into the top 10, the Columbus Cardinals. And that's a look at your 3A Division I top 10 in the state of Texas. So, as you know, we have always like to sit down and talk to Coach Vincent, and Coach Vincent's done a great job, man. If you guys, everybody can remember back when the season started, some people were pressing the panic button after week 1, and I mean, and I remember Donnie and I talking up here and just saying, just be patient, just be patient, just be patient. And boy, patience was a virtue, because man, these guys are rolling now, and Coach Vincent had a big and all credit goes to him. And Donnie had a chance to sit down with Coach Vincent in this week's Sycamore Family Medicine Coaches Consultation video. And, well, they talk about a lot of things, and especially this matchup coming up tonight against the Kermit Yellow Jackets.
Coach Vincent, thanks for joining us again. Hey, big win last Friday night for the Mustangs. I know the Battle of the Mustangs was a big deal. It was to take control of the district race, and you guys came out on top. And just talk about how you guys got after it on Friday night.
I was extremely proud of the way our guys competed. A team like that with the way they had been playing defense the last several weeks, we knew that it would be tough. And I challenged our defensive guys. I told them, I said, we have got to keep them out of the end zone and give our offense time to get used to the speed of their defense, because they run that 3-3 stack, and they bring guys from different places, and they had been playing some really, really good defense leading up to it. And, it took our offense several series to kind of get a feel for what they were giving us. But once we started running our quarterback game and plus one of them on the offensive side of the ball, it really just opened up the rest of our offense. So I was proud of our offensive guys for hanging in there. Our offensive line, they grew up against a team like Denver City that's pretty multiple. And then I was extremely proud of our defense for doing what I asked them to do. But the biggest deal, Donnie, is our kids played extremely hard the entire game, and played. We talked about, you and I talked a little bit about the game from a year ago. And at halftime, I made sure I had them raise their hand. How many of you guys were in that deal last year over at Denver City? And there was a lot of hands went up, and I said, we're not going to let that happen. Let's go.
Right.
You know, and they put their foot on the accelerator and kept it on, and I was proud of that.
Yeah, they really did. And, you know, now you're in control of your own destiny. You're in the driver's seat in the district. Friday night presents you an opportunity to clinch the #1 seed. But really, you know, you get a team coming in here with Kermit that you know, you're more than likely heavy favorites. But this is a deal where I know as a coach, you're finding things to make sure you guys are improving on, looking at big picture.
That's right. You know, 2 things that I've talked to them about this week. Number 1 is senior dedication night, and this is a great group of seniors. And I'm not talking about just winning for the seniors. I'm talking about playing well for the seniors, because it leads into what you're talking about. If you want to establish your team, yourself as a team of excellence, you just don't wake up and get in the playoffs and go, I think I'm going to be excellent that night.
Right.
It's preparation. It's the way you work at things no matter what. And so we talked about playing hard for this senior group and all that surrounds that, but also, you know, not only winning for them, but playing well. For them. That way it's preparing us for what you're talking about for down the road. We want to play well, we want to be clean, want to be efficient. They've had 3 really good days of work, and then our play the game script today was the best one we've had all year. So it tells me that they're locked in on being excellent, and I'm excited to see how they perform on Friday night.
Well, that's great. And, you know, like you said, last chance for a lot of these seniors to come on and be on the field at Todd Field. It'll be an emotional night for parents, fans, players in general. But, you know, this is a unique senior class. They've been through quite a lot, the COVID quarantine, all that stuff. They go through coaches transition and everything. And just talk about how those guys have embraced this opportunity and worked all year and what they've meant for you and your staff in setting up your program.
We on Thursday nights we talk about. I have our seniors write a letter and dedicate the game to someone that's meant a lot to them, and each senior has to talk about those people and why.
Yep.
You know, and it was some amazing stories. But then they asked me who I dedicated the game to, and of course I always dedicate every week of work to my faith and my family. But you know, right up at the top with those groups are my players too. You know, right. I told them they're number 3, but and I know my family doesn't always feel that way. But anyway, right. they understand it. And I said, you know, I appreciate the fact when I came in, I told them you've got 2 choices on transition, and those guys bought in, and that's what I appreciate about this senior class, because had they not, it could have been a bad deal for them and everybody, and they just bought in and they accepted us. Their families have accepted us and some new guys that I brought in, and I think that's what's special about this group, you know, because they didn't have to.
Right.
They didn't have to, and but they did, and I really appreciate that about them. And like you said, it hadn't been easy on any teenager the last couple of years, and then to have a coaching change. But, you know, in a short amount of time, I've grown to love them quick, and it's a good group of kids, really good group.
Yep, easy group to root for, and there'll be a lot of people doing that for you tomorrow night. So good luck, Coach. Y'all get after it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
Welcome back to Todd Field. I'm Donnie Hart alongside Ty King for the Andrews Brothers Roofing pregame show. I want to thank my partner Ty for getting this thing started, letting the dad do his due diligence for his daughter, do his duty, and be present. So big night tonight, senior night in Todd Field in Shallowater. And let's take a look at the player spotlight for tonight. Chase Blackburn, the senior free safety, 5'11", 174-pounder, 17 tackles, 6 pass breakups, 1 tackle for loss. But, Ty, this Mustang secondary has had a couple of injuries. There's been some things happen. The depth that wasn't an issue early in the season all of a sudden is.
Yeah.
Blackburn has been steady all year long, but he'll have to be huge down the stretch for the Mustangs if they want to make a deep playoff run.
Well, absolutely. And, you couldn't ask for anybody better than a senior to kind of handle that load, and that's on senior night tonight. And, yeah, he's going to have to kind of shoulder some more responsibility. But, man, you can feel confident in Chase Blackburn. I love the way he plays. He's all over the field. He never really makes a mistake. He's so consistent, and you can trust him in just most everything he does. So it's a great spotlight tonight. And, yeah, with some of the injuries going on and some guys moving around on this starting defensive lineup for the Mustangs, Chase will be one of the staples in it.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And, the Mustangs have counted on him all year. They've been able to play 2 or 3 guys, but now that depth will be challenged, and so it'll be up to Blackburn and company to get the job done on the back end, like we said, as the Mustangs move forward into that playoff run. The quarterback comparison tonight here on the Andrews Brothers Roofing pregame show looks like this for the Mustangs. Number 11, the senior quarterback, Garrett Forster, continuing to develop, start to play even better than he was early in the season. 76 of 147, 1,058 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 467 yards, and 4 TDs. Now the quarterback for Kermit tonight is a senior, number 22, Jose Marquez. We are expecting Marquez to play, but Ty and I couldn't find him in the pregame warm-up, so we're not sure if it'll be Marquez tonight. 39 of 79, 509, 4 TDs, 5 picks, 120 yards rushing, and 2 touchdowns for Jose Marquez, but might not be him.
Might not be him. During the pregame, they're all their pregame warm-ups. It looked like 28 was taking all the snaps, which is Geraldo Morales. So it could be Jose Marquez. It could be Geraldo Morales. We don't know.
Yeah.
But really what we do know is Garrett Forrester is going to be taking the snaps for the Mustangs. And, coming off a big game last week. I just loved the way he played last week. Didn't really have to do anything through the air, but, man, he did a lot on the ground. And it just shows, man. He's just a big man and hard to bring down.
And I got a feeling. and I haven't talked to Coach, Vincent about this. Don't know if this is a plan for for Coach Davis, but there's something telling me as we start to get to this playoff run, as we start to get further along, that quarterback run game is going to get cranked up.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I still go back to that after talking to Coach Davis after week 1 and week 2 of the season. He's like, hey, we're still vanilla. We're working a bunch of different things. And, man, I'm telling you, and they are working into a bunch of different things. So you're seeing a bunch of stuff. And, man, they've kind of put some stuff in the back pocket now and not done some things here in the last couple of weeks that they're good at. So it's a chess match right now. And, so there you go.
Keep your cards close to the vest.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is when you're playing this high school poker. We take a look at the Kermit key players tonight. Some of the guys you'll see for the Yellow Jackets. Number 21, the halfback Rodney Vera, 60 carries, 227 yards, no touchdowns.
The receiving core with number 9, Darian Alvarado, 24 catches, 411 yards, 5 TDs. He's kind of the most explosive guy, 8 rushes, 103 yards and a touchdown. And then Zamarian Connolly, 20 catches, 332 yards and 3 TDs. But, Ty, this is a team, man, you know, it's been tough for Kermit all season long. I mean, these guys get out here, they give you a great effort. They do some things, but it's just been hard for them to put together a full game.
Yeah, they have. They're having a hard time. You know, it's Coach Bubba Ross, man. First off, that's a great name for a head coach, Bubba Ross. I don't think in Texas you can find a better head coach name than Bubba Ross, but it hadn't correlated or equal wins yet. So, because last year they went winless, and this year they come in, they won 1 game.
Right.
And like I said, you look at the schedule, they won against Anthony, and I'm like, well, of course they won. They played against one guy named Anthony. So, but anyway, but man, you kind of feel bad for a team like this, and they're just they're kind of working through these the bumps and bruises of this, and they'll come out of it. They'll be fine down the road, but man, it's just one of those tough years for Kermit.
Yeah, a couple years ago we got to do a playoff game over at Lubbock Cooper with this team, and they had some guys that night that made a couple of plays. Had a receiver named Johnson. Seemed like he caught everything they threw that night.
He did. They were really good. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, the good coaching staff. You know, and things hopefully will turn in the right direction for head coach Bubba Ross and the Kermit Yellow Jackets. But tonight, an emotional night in Shallowater, Ty. We've got all these seniors. We got all this senior class and their final time to come into Todd Field and make plays. And, you know, you've been around a lot of high school senior nights, and just kind of what's the mood on a senior night down on the field?
It's a little bit celebratory, but there's also some apprehension, man. You start to get in your feels, as the kids say, because it's kind of sad. You know, it's like, hey, man, this might be probably is the last home game we'll ever play here, and it's coming to a close. You don't think this week or next week or anything like that. You have visions, but it's a little uneasy. You got a little both. You're excited, but you're just like, man, I want to remember and take this all in.
Yeah, I tell you, they had the senior slideshow, and we're going to show you that at halftime, and Dad might have teared up a little bit during the senior slideshow. It's tough on everybody that has seniors, band members, senior band, senior cheerleaders, you know, just senior classmates in general. A lot of time has been spent in places like Todd Field, and with the support from this community, a lot of great memories here for these kids, and hopefully they can send it out on the right note. What do the Mustangs need to do to be successful?
Just be consistent. Don't turn the ball over, and don't make any mistakes. If they don't make any mistakes tonight, I mean, everything on the paper looks like, you know, this is a game that Shallowater should win and should win easily. But man, you never want to take your foot off the gas.
Yep, don't want to give yourself any reason to have doubts as we move further in this thing. As the Mustangs can do this, they can clinch the number 1 seed in the district tonight with a victory. They want the outright district championship, need to win 2 to guarantee that, but they will do their best to take care of business tonight here in Todd Field against the Kermit Yellow Jackets. Thanks for joining us on the Andrus Brothers Roofing pregame show. When we come back, we'll have football from Todd Field on the Shallowater Sports Network.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time, every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
When People's Bank branch president Stephen Least isn't helping another small business with their financial success, you'll find him on the diamond doing what he loves, coaching kids.
Working at People's Bank has taught me how important it is to give back to our community. Coaching allows me to mold our future leaders using the principles I've learned while working with small business owners. I'm Stephen Least. I'm one of the people that you know at People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time, every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time, every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
Davis, and he threw it out of the gym. We'll shoot the three. Nobody came to stop her, and Jenna will. Welcome to Todd Field. Donnie Hart and Ty King. We are just about set to go. District football, Class 3A, the District 1 race winding down. The Shallowater Mustangs undefeated in district play, set atop the district and with a chance on senior night to clinch at least a share of the tie of the district championship, and they would have the tiebreaker against anybody who could be tied with them. So that would mean the Mustangs can clinch the number 1 seed in the playoffs here tonight. And listen, Ty, everybody chipping in for the broadcast here tonight. Jake Warren slides over next door to get him a chicken sandwich during the break.
Yeah.
We find out Jose Marquez not going to go tonight. He's under the weather with that C word.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, hey, but you know what? Nothing against him. I know Marquez is a football player, a good football player, and they'd love to have him, but
right.
Maybe a change is, something hadn't been working. So we'll see what Morales has to offer.
Well, we're going to see something we haven't seen before all season. Kermit, no surprise, they win the toss, but they said, give us the rock.
Yeah.
The Yellow Jackets select to receive. Shallowater will defend the north, so Clayton Vincent will put it on a tee in the middle of the 40 to get this thing started. And Shallowater in their home reds, white pants, black helmet. Vincent will get us underway. Kick bounces at the 10-yard line, scooped up there, up to the 15, to the 20. Looking for space, cutting it towards that far side, and rushed out of bounds at the 26-yard line was Darian Alvarado, the return man. The Mustangs defense out here as Kermit will be led out, we think, by number 28, Geraldo Morales. And Morales will get the start here tonight. He is a 5'7", 137-pound senior. And I would expect, Ty, for the Yellow Jackets to kind of take their time here on this drive as they will huddle up.
Yeah, they'll huddle up, and they're going to try to walking right up to the football. They're going to try to take some time here and just make this as long a game as possible to try to stay in it.
Yeah, 4 on the play clock as we speak on the first play. And just getting it off. Throw the deep ball up the far side. Raston Copeland in coverage, incomplete, was looking for Alvarado. And let's take a look at the People's Bank starting lineups on defense for Shallowater.
Ross Crabtree, senior.
Joseph Reyes, junior.
Brady Reed, senior.
Lorenzo Nino, sophomore.
Caleb Cox, junior. Braxton Barrett, senior. Brett Hall, senior. Graston Kevin, senior. Trevor Lamb, junior. Chase Blackburn, senior. Evan Hasselhoff, junior.
That second down run play right up the middle, got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10 as that Mustang defense has been really good here early.
Yeah, they've been good, and just on that first play, Kermit, tries to go deep and make something happen, and as Copeland was there to make the play, but I feel like the receiver dragged him down. It could have been offensive interference, but so far so good for the Shallowater Mustang defense.
Yeah, and Morales, he did take a shot to Alvarado. We talked about in the pregame show. He's probably their biggest weapon. He split to the top of the screen. 2 receivers towards this near side, 2 backs in the backfield with Morales. Play action out into the flats, has a man. Caleb Cox will run out there to put Laris on the ground, short of the first down. 4th down and 4 coming up, and let's see Coach Ross punt, go for it. How much is he willing to roll the dice?
I bet he's not willing to roll it right now, just to see, hey, let's punt it. Let's see what if our defense can make a play to flip the field. Let's just flip the field. That's what he's going to do, Coach Ross, unless he's running a fake. But, man, what a great job by Caleb Cox to really show speed and get out to the flats out there to make that tackle and keep him from getting a first down.
Zamarian Conley on to punt this thing for Kermit. Spiraled kick. Trevor Wynn from the Mustang 40 up to midfield. Wynn looking for a crease, has one towards the near side. He's up to the 30. If he can get a block on the punter, Trevor Wynn will take the punt return to the house. 60 yards, touchdown, Shallowater Mustangs.
Man, you know, he usually likes to take that punt off the hop. This time, man, he said, "Oh, I got this." He took it on a full sprint. When he caught the ball, he was already at top speed, and so he was ready to roll. And then, man, just got a lot of great blocks and convoy up the sideline, and just like that, Mustangs strike first. Special teams can't win without Trevor Wynn.
There you go, Clayton Vincent on to add the PAT. Ball down, kick is up, and that kick is good. Shallowater, 7-0 on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart and Ty King, the Shallowater Mustangs senior night. Off to a good start, 7-0 good guys. Clayton Vincent will put it down on the North 40, right in the middle of the field. As the Mustang defense did its job. And all I do is win, win, win.
Yep.
60 yards to the house. 7-0 is our score. Clayton Vincent, a bomb. And that one will hit at the goal line and back up into Alvarado's hands. He'll have to pick it up and scramble with it. Nowhere to go at the 9-yard line. Gang tackled there. As Lorenzo Nino, the starting defensive end, down on special teams to make the tackle inside the 10.
Donnie, if you look at that scoring drive, it was pretty quick. I don't even have a time on it. I just know it was 60 yards and a punt return from Trevor Wynn, and that's a United Supermarkets touchdown on the punt return.
Yep.
And the extra point was good, and it's 7-0, and Shallowater didn't even have the ball yet.
Yeah, we haven't even got to go over the offensive starting lineup, and Trevor Wynn put us on the board. Well, Geraldo Martinez is backed up inside the 10-yard line, or excuse me, Morales, and he'll have two backs in the backfield with him on 1st and 10. Here's the give. Nice little seam up the right side. Caleb Cox makes the stop at the 15-yard line, gain of 5.
That's some good speed right there. But, hey, you want to look at tonight's weather? Man, beautiful out here tonight at Todd Field for senior night. 68 degrees. It'll probably be into the mid-50s before this one's all over. And, man, really not much wind at all. So, and not a cloud in the sky. So, beautiful night here in Shallowater.
Absolutely is. And Rodney Vera there rips off a 5-yard run. Nice little gain on 1st down, and here you see the Yellow Jackets game plan. They are standing at the line, looking at that play clock down the field, watching it tick, 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 tick. Here's the snap, play action, looking to the flats, intercepted, picked off, walk-in, touchdown, Braxton Barrett, touchdown, Shallowater Mustangs. As Barrett with the pick 6 is Morales was hammered after the play action fake, and Barrett walks it in for the Mustang touchdown.
Well, first of all, that's my dude, Major McCulley, with the big pressure and the big hit on Morales to kind of force an errant throw, and Braxton Barrett all over the place. Of course, he picks it up for the touchdown. So what a great play, and just like that, we're 14-0.
There is a flag fly in from that back official as Vincent's extra point sailed through the uprights. And let's see, maybe there were one too many in that Kermit defensive secondary or formation. And I think the Mustangs are just going to decline the penalty.
Yeah.
And Shallowater will take a 14-0 lead here on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart and Ty King. And partner, the Mustang offense hadn't even touched it yet, and it's 14-0.
Good grief, man. They're ready to play. I guess they didn't let senior night, get to them or anything like that because, man, they've have a fast start would be an understatement. I don't know what you would call it.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Vincent, he might get tired tonight from the North 40. Squibs that one on the ground. Alvarado picks it up at the 6. He's under siege at the 10 and down at the 12-yard line as the Mustang coverage team great again. It'll be 1st and 10 Kermit from their 12-yard line.
It's good, man. It's good to see Major McCulley back out there.
Yeah.
Missed him last week, and I know he'll be, they'll limit his playing time tonight, just kind of work him back in, but you see already just having an impact in this game right off the bat.
Yeah, 44 just seems to be around the action.
He does. Yes,
and when you
does.
got 44 and 18 out there,
Yeah.
you're really asking for some issues.
Yeah, you are. So, Kermit was probably hoping, hey, man, y'all can sit him out for another one if you want.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the near side. Morales from the pistol, handoff, nowhere to go. That Mustang defensive line closes in. Ross Crabtree off the bottom of the pile. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Recap that scoring drive for you, Donnie. And once again, don't have a time on it because it was about 5 seconds. But Braxton Barrett gets the interception, returns it about 8 yards for the Shallowater touchdown, United Supermarkets touchdown. And the extra point was good from Vincent, 14-0. So there you go.
Yep, Kermit trying to mix it up a little bit there. That time they got Gino Lares involved. He's a 5'9", 153-pound sophomore. Couldn't find any room to run against that Mustang defensive line that has been playing really well in recent weeks. Morales, this time the run is shut down again. It's Crabtree who puts it for a stop back to the 11-yard line. Lost a yard, 3rd and 11 coming up.
What a season Ross Crabtree has had.
Yeah.
He's just been, fantastic on that defensive end spot. He makes plays every game. Every game he has a tackle for a loss or a big play or sack or something. This kid's fun to watch, and you just would never think the size he is to play defensive end and be as effective as he is.
Yeah, he can get sideline to sidelines.
Yes, he
has
can.
done it all season long, and really holds up really well at that downhill run that comes at him. He holds his ground well. 3rd down and 11. Morales will operate from the pistol. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the near side. Here's the little fullback trap up the middle, and it will be shut down at the 15-yard line. So a gain of 4, but it'll be 4th down and 7 and backed up. Let's see if Kermit's going to punt again. Last time it didn't go so well, but looks like they have no choice.
Yeah, they don't. And that's a big-time play there by JoJo Reyes. And he's been great all season.
Yeah.
Just that defensive tackle spot. So another big-time play from those guys up front on the defensive line.
Yeah, JoJo 6'2", 252. He's been a monster at the nose and also on that pull and sweep. Here's a low snap. Ball's on the ground. Referee's going to blow it dead. And Kermit might have caught a break there because it looked like Brett Hall was going to scoop up that fumble and go with it himself, and it was a false start on Kermit, so we'll back it up from the 15 back to the 10-yard line and try this again. And Zamarian Conley walks up there and politely said, hey, I'm going to need that one a little higher.
Yeah, just say, hey, Matt, just get it back here to me. I'm going to kick it as fast as I can.
Trevor Wynn standing at the 45-yard line, end-over-end kick headed towards the far side, bounces, and there is a flag, and Conley is on his back in the end zone, so this is likely to be roughing and go against the Mustangs.
Yep. Just a little, he just got a little bit too aggressive on the on the pump block for Brett Hall. He got a little anxious after that penalty. He was like, oh, I can do this again. And just a little too much onto the punter, and that's going to give the ball right back to Kermit. You know who's frustrated with all this is Garrett Forster. He's like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah, he's going to have to go re-warm up,
yeah.
huh?
I bet he. You know what? And I wouldn't be surprised to see him on defense a little bit tonight.
It is running into the kicker,
Okay.
not roughing, so 5-yard penalty. They will accept the penalty and replay the down because the kick was kind of a shank job over towards that far side. So they're going to give Conley a third shot at this thing to see if he can do a little better. The ball was at the 10, so they should have moved it up to the 15, but it looks like the officials might have had an issue with the spot. Now timeout, Kermit, I believe, as they want to talk about it with 6:50 to go here, buddy. And
well, you know what? I mean, if Coach Ross, you might just took that. Just say, hey, because you've had one successful punt and got returned for a touchdown. You've had one that was blown dead that was going to get blocked. And you know what? Hey, this one was, I mean.
Yeah, it could have been blocked as easy as it wasn't, huh?
Yeah, you're 1 for 3 right now. I mean, as far as anything, where it doesn't result in a touchdown.
Yeah, he might be over there saying, guys, I'm going to have to go for it all night if we can't do better than that. But it's been that kind of year for the Yellow Jackets, unfortunately. But, you know, the Mustangs know what's at stake. And I tell you, it's bad for Kermit, too, because I'm looking at this district schedule. They got Slayton and Brownfield over with early, then had Lamesa. They have the undefeated Mustangs in district and Denver City left on the schedule.
Yeah.
So they are backloaded these final 2 weeks and not looking like they're going to get a district W this year.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's just tough. You feel for those kids because they do. They go out, practice, and work hard. So does the coaching staff.
Yeah.
You know, there's still effort being given. It's just, man, you hate to call it like a learning lesson, a life lesson, but because that's not fun for anybody. But,
right.
Man, hopefully it's something you can learn from these guys. But hey, I don't want to take anything for granted. It's still early in the first quarter.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Conley standing on his goal line, 4th and 9. Here's the snap, low end-over-end kick headed towards the far side. Wynn will catch it on a hop at the 47. He's up to the 40. 35, running through a tackle and down at the 30-yard line. And we'll finally see that Mustang offense led out by the senior quarterback on senior night, Garrett Forster, a 6'2", 199-pounder, 76 of 147, 1,058 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 52% passer. Has ran it 83 times for 467 yards and 4 TDs, and he will go to work in great field position. Keegan Campbell, the tailback behind him. Campbell will get the carry. Big hole. He's to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Shallowater Mustangs. 30-yard touchdown run for Keegan Campbell.
What a night. I mean, hey, Keegan Campbell, baby, just right off the bat. I promise you, he gets that ball in the backfield at full speed. I mean, when he's got it, he's already, running faster than most people can run. So it makes it so difficult to tackle and quick strike.
Sure did. Follow Brady Reed right on down to the end zone. And Clayton Vincent's extra point is good. 21-0 Shallowater with 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart and Ty King. 21-0 Mustangs. And we still hadn't got those offensive starters in yet, buddy.
Really? I know it. Jake Ward, our producer, works on these packages, these starting lineup guys, want to play that video. And, man, we're going to get to halftime maybe before we get to even put that. But, my goodness. I mean, it's hard to do it when you score in one play.
Yeah, that's right. Had a punt return for a touchdown, a pick six, and a 30-yard touchdown run. So the Mustangs are on quite the pace here tonight. Clayton Vincent with it in the middle of the 40-yard line on the north side. High end-over-end kick. Alvarado from his 7. He's up to the 20, headed towards the far side, looking for space. A flag flies as he is escorted out of bounds by Evan Hasselhoff, and let's sort out the penalty at the 25-yard line.
And while you sort that out, Mr. Hart, it'll take me just really quickly just to say that scoring drive was one play, 7 seconds, 30-yard United Supermarkets touchdown run for Keegan Campbell, and the Clayton Vincent extra point was good, 21-0. There you go.
Yep, holding on Kermit. The news just keeps getting better for the Yellow Jackets. 10-yard penalty. We'll move the football inside the 15-yard line back to the 12, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Morales and company. Well, you know, this is a hard one here because, you know, you want to have a lot of respect for these student athletes and these guys for doing their job, but so far this thing's been pretty ugly. It's a mismatch.
Yep. I mean, just – you almost don't know what to do. If you're the other side, you just don't know what to do.
Lares will pound it up in there, get a couple up to about the 15-yard line. Might have picked up 3, so it'll be 2nd down and 7 as the Mustang defense with Daniel Rinker in to make a play there.
And Xavier Contreras, in there to make a play as well. So you see these defensive linemen, man, making just it seems like every play, at least on the run game, man, they are in there making plays.
Yep, Contreras and Rinker up on that front line, along with Nino and Crabtree, as they've rotated out Brady Reed and Joseph Reyes off those defensive tackles, keep those linemen fresh. Morales from the pistol has Lares behind him. Here's the give on the trap on the inside. Brett Hall slams a man to the deck right at the 15-yard line, and Brett, playing in that outside linebacker position, just grabbed Gable Borello by the shoulder pads and said,
yes,
right here.
Yeah, you know, now you got to see Brett Hall making those kind of plays because, you know, with Josh Grimes' injury and him being out for the season, you kind of had to shuffle some guys around, and Brett is one of those guys. You know, we've kind of seen him play a little bit of secondary this year, but they had to move some things around.
Yeah.
So he'll be playing that linebacker, and, hey, you can play it like that, we'll take it.
Yeah, no doubt. And the addition of Evan Hasselhoff at that strong safety position gives you some flexibility there. And then you've got Old Faithful Blackburn. Play action. Morales' pass out in the flats, and Brett Hall makes the hit right on the receiver at the 20-yard line. He went back to Borello, but Brett Hall was not fooled at all by the play action and shut it down. We got 4th down and 3.
Yeah, 4th down and another great play. Man, Brett just he's showing his versatility to be able to not only, you know, that comes into play now, his secondary play. It comes into play. They're playing linebacker.
Yeah.
So he's kind of defending the pass and then making a tackle. And, I mean, boy, if it had been just one step closer, he would have taken it to the house with the interception.
Punting has been an adventure tonight here for Kermit. Here's the snap. Connolly, good snap. Low kick, bounces at the 40. Win on the run, up to the 30. Over on the far side, 20 needs a block, and he'll go 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Trevor Wynn, 35-yard punt return for a touchdown, 27-0 Mustangs.
I mean, you know, he's so good. I mean, he's just, man, he catches that on the bounce. We've seen him do that all year, and it's so dangerous to do, but he is so good at it. And when he catches it, all he needs is like just a little bit of open space, and then he finds it, and the other guys just, I mean, that's just great blocking.
Clayton Vincent's PAT, no good, as Vincent pulled that one a little left. 27-0 Mustangs on the Shallowater Sports Network.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
Welcome back to Todd Field. What a performance so far by these Mustangs on senior night, taking it for real. Trevor Wynn, whoo, what a night he's had so far. What a first quarter.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, a lot of guys don't even get one punt return for a touchdown ever, you know, in their whole high school career or whatever, however you're playing. And Trevor's got 2 and a quarter.
Yeah, 2 1/4, 3 on the season.
And another 4 minutes to go still. So
yeah, no doubt. We were talking, this Mustang offense is like, hey, man, just, let it roll out so we can play.
Hey, how about a fair catch, Trevor?
Yeah, Clayton Vincent, high kick, taken from the 10-yard line. Alvarado up to the 20, bounces outside. Luke Fisher in pursuit, and Evan Hasselhoff escort him out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets from there.
Well, I don't want to recap the scoring drive. It was a United Supermarket touchdown by Trevor Wynn on the punt return.
Yeah,
there you go.
No doubt. And does it even count really as a drive?
I don't think so because but I don't know, man. You know, I mean, I'm not
at this point we're talking about semantics.
Yeah,
you
start getting me to thinking, and that's never good. So, has ever been good for anything, anybody or anything? Yeah.
They give Alvarado an extra yard on that return, so it's up to the 21-yard line where the Yellow Jackets have 1st and 10. Morales from the pistol with those 2 backs in the backfield with him. Play action, swing pass, near side. Barillo makes the catch at the 20. He's peppered up at the 22-yard line, got a yard as the Mustang defense converges again. Sam Ogle and company shut that down, 2nd and 9.
Yep, I will say this, at least Morales can swing that ball out there into the flat and make a play, but golly, the speed of the linebackers, especially with Braxton Barrett and Ogle and those guys, man, they can just and Hall, they can just shut that down pretty easy. They tried to extend the field on the first play of the game, and I wouldn't be surprised they keep trying that.
Yep, Morales from the pistol. 2 backs in the backfield with him. 2nd down, snap goes through his hand, just diving on the football in the back end is Gino Lares, so that'll be a loss of about 6. Back it up to the 17-yard line, 3rd down and 14.
Well, one thing you get to do tonight, if you're a senior on this Mustang football team, and if you haven't played a lot, this is the game. You know what I mean? This is the one that you get to be like, all right, I'm going to play a lot, so let's do this, Coach. Get me in the game.
Yeah, and I feel like Coach Vincent might have been expecting that a little bit. There's some guys that have gotten the call up. As we get closer towards that playoff run, you get some of those guys on the JV that have been doing big things, some opportunities to come up and be up on the varsity level. They did that here tonight. Morales going deep up that far side. Raston Copeland step for step, and he will knock it down. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that's a great coverage and just a great play, really, by Raston Copeland. And there you go. So makes the big play, and it'll be here's the adventure again, Donnie, the punt. So for Kermit.
Yeah, 4th down and 14, and Jake Warren's showing me a little score here. We got a scoring update. How about this one? The Brownfield Cubs on the road at Denver City lead 3-0.
Yeah, hey.
It's early.
And that's Jake, man. He's been talking about Brownfield like, I think they're going to turn it around, and he's been right, I guess.
Low bounce kick. This time, new return man back there. This is Copeland. Copeland up to the 30, runs through a tackle, coming near side 25-20, 15-10, got a convoy 5, and Raston made the wrong cut. He's out at the 2. If Copeland had cut that thing back to the center, he would have got it in, but the punter makes the stop as Conley makes the tackle. Nice return for Copeland. Set up the Mustangs with a 1st and 10 inside the 5. And
yeah.
Whoa.
That was – you know what they should put JoJo Reyes back there. Let him take a couple punts and see what happens.
Houston Brasino had Connolly blocked, and Raston he wanted to get it over on this home side in front of the fans and cheerleaders,
yeah,
I think,
exactly.
there. Here's the give. Cannon Reed was going to get the carry. This flag will fly in, and real quick while we got this halt in possession, let's hit the Mustang starting lineup.
Garrett Forster, senior. Keegan Campbell, senior. My name is Josh Miller. I'm a senior. Brett Hall, senior. Trevor Wynn, junior.
Cooper Boyd, sophomore.
Cade Rogers, junior.
Cody Gilson, junior.
Joseph Reyes, junior.
Brady Reed, senior. Jason Long, sophomore.
Those are your People's Bank starters for the offense here tonight for Shallowater. It was a 5-yard false start on the Mustangs. Back it up to the 8. Caleb Cox, the ball carrier. He's to the 5, and Caleb down at the 3, and this will officially now be the longest drive of the game for the Mustangs as they're about to run their second play.
Well, You mean in time-wise? Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, we had one go 30 yards, you know.
Well, I meant the longest in terms of plays ran.
There
We're
you go.
fixing to snap
and
it
time,
twice.
because we ran another one in 7 seconds.
That's
So,
true.
yeah.
First, second down of the night for the Mustangs, and it'll be Forrester from the pistol with a full house backfield and Cannon Reed behind him. They'll give to Cannon Reed, and he'll walk it in untouched. Touchdown, Shallowater Mustangs, Cannon Reed on a 4-yard run.
Man, easy right there. Just get in behind those guys up front, and Brady Reed and JoJo Reyes, Casey Long, and he went in untouched. D. Hart just went in untouched, and Cannon Reed probably the easiest touchdown he scored all year, but you got to score it nonetheless. Great job by the offensive line, and Cannon just to follow those guys in to the end zone.
8th rushing touchdown for Reed on the season. The Clayton Vincent PAT this time is good, and it is 34-0 Shallowater in the first quarter in Todd Field on the Shallowater Sports Network.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart and Ty King. 34-0 Mustangs. Clayton Vincent with it on the north 40. Line drive kick towards the far side. Fielded at the 11-yard line by the up-back, up to the 26-yard line. Let's see there. That was Cutter Watson making the tackle. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets from there.
Recap the scoring drive, Donnie. Finally, you get to recap a really kind of
a real one.
Get a real recap in. However, it was only just 2 plays, and it went 3 yards, and it took up 55 seconds, and it was a Cannon Reed 3-yard touchdown run. And Clayton Vincent extra point. So there you go. The United Supermarkets touchdown. I'm just going to keep adding things on.
Yep, 34-0. That's good. Nice return there from Ethan Gomez for Kermit to get it up to the 27-yard line where they'll have 1st and 10. Morales from the pistol. Here's the give. First man through. Met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And Houston Brasino with a pretty nice hit there to stop Lares in his tracks.
Yep. Brasino up there. I think a little bit of Daniel Rinker as well. And just up there. And there we go.
Yep.
Into the first quarter. Wow.
Yeah. A thrilling first quarter for the Mustangs. 34-0 Shallowater on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart and Ty King. Well, this one is going just about like we expected. 34-0 Mustangs, and Shallowater already making some adjustments to the lineup here as I see a new defensive line in there along with some linebackers and guys that to get a little more time. You got Brasino and Cason Long on the defensive line, along with Watson and Rinker. The inside backers are, looks like to me, Cannon Reed and Josh Miller. Morales with the first play of the second quarter on 2nd and 10. Swing pass out in the flats, intercepted, picked off Clayton Vincent. as Vincent goes high to make that pick at the 23-yard line. Turnover, and 1st and 10 Mustangs from there.
Yep, and that just Morales just floated it out there. You got to put a little more zip on it, and you got a smart football player out there like Clayton Vincent who's been around football his entire life. He's been dreaming of plays like that.
Yep.
Makes a great play.
First career interception for the freshman. Probably won't be the last if I'm just guessing. Garrett Forster from the pistol. Quarterback draw. Forster up to the 20, spins his way to the 17-yard line. So nice little run there for Garrett. Picks up 7, 2nd down 3.
Yeah, nice to see him just still. Picking up where he left off from last week, just on the ground, hard to tackle. Usually takes more than one to get him down, and same result there.
Yep, and now that Mustang offense, that's still the number 1 unit. They haven't gotten to play much here tonight. Speed option, kick it out to
touchdown.
Keegan Campbell, and he'll walk it in untouched. Touchdown, Shallowater Mustangs, an 18-yard touchdown run for Keegan Campbell as the Mustangs just had him outflanked there, and Campbell no chance to catch him.
Well, they set a wall for him, and they just forced everybody back inside. All of his compadres there forced Kermit back inside, and it was green grass all the way to the end zone for Mr. Campbell, he doesn't need make it any easier for him anyway. He usually can make the tough run, that touchdown, but that one, just a beautiful run.
Clayton Vincent's extra point, not the thing of beauty it normally was, but it was effective nonetheless. 41-0 Shallowater on the Shallowater Sports Network.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is united.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart and Ty King, 41-0 Shallowater, and this is tough sledding here for the Yellow Jackets. It's hard to do when you've struggled like they have all season long, and this Shallowater team is peaking and trying to get itself rolling for the playoffs, and you run into kind of an ugly situation here, 41-0, and Vincent now with it on the south 40. High end-over-end kick, fielded at the 5-yard line. Alvarado up to the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A flag on the play as Luke Fisher and Cannon Reed make the stop.
Recap that scoring drive for you, Mr. Hart. 2 plays, 18-yard Keegan Campbell United Supermarkets touchdown run. Creighton Vincent extra point, and that's where we are. 41-0 with, 8:20 to go in the half.
Yep, holding on Kermit, and so we'll back it up.
5 plays.
Yes.
We've run 5 plays tonight.
5 plays.
Yep.
5th rushing touchdown of the season for Keegan Campbell, 2nd one here tonight, and this penalty will move the Yellow Jackets back to the 10-yard line where they'll set up shop 1st and 10. And we got a running clock here early in the first half, and that's probably a pretty smart move on everybody's part here. Morales from the pistol. Gives it to the second man through. This is a nice little cut there, and Shallowater makes the stop. Just kind of grabbed a hold and held him up there. Josh Miller makes the tackle.
Miller in there, and our player spotlight, Chase Blackburn, in there as well. So you see him playing pretty close to the line of scrimmage, against Kermit. So that time he comes there, fills the run, and makes a nice tackle. But, hey, nice positive play there for Kermit as well.
See Noah Clausen in there. He's one of those guys that got called up. And so he's at corner as Evan Hasselhoff still in there at safety. 2nd down and 3. Here's the give up inside. Will Redmond jumping on the pile there helping out on that tackle. It'll be enough for a Yellow Jackets first down out to the 21-yard line and a fresh set of downs from there.
Man, I like it. Obviously a first down there for Kermit, but Xavier Contreras in there too. Big X he's made a couple plays tonight already, so he's getting some time out there on that defensive front.
Yep, you got Contreras along with Rinker, Bracino, and Watson on the defensive line. Redmond, Luke Fisher in there at the inside backer. Vincent, the outside linebacker. Here's the give. Barolo slammed down by Blackburn right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a yard, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, just as Kermit picks up a first down, it's just so much to get that first down. I mean, it feels like they're just taking out all the energy from them just to pick up a first down, and that's a credit to the Shallowater defense. And yeah, you're right, Donnie. After the first quarter, now, man, you already got a lot of guys in there that don't get a lot of regular playing time.
2nd down and 9. Ball at the 22-yard line. Snap goes through Morales' hands. He's scrambling back for it, diving on it at the 5-yard line. Let's see who has it as they unpile here, and it looks like the Mustangs got it. Clayton Vincent out of there with the football at the 4-yard line. So the turnover, and it'll be Shallowater ball with a First State Bank Shallowater 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Yep. If you're Kermit, you can't make mistakes like that because, number one, Shallowater's too good not to take that opportunity. And so they'll take it right from you, and that's what they did. So, but the turnover on the night, hey, Shallowater came in +4. They've gotten better in the turnover ratio tonight, and that's just gone nothing but in the positive direction to add to it tonight.
Forster from the pistol, quarterback draw, cuts back, and the senior QB walks it in. Touchdown, Shallowater Mustangs. Garrett Forster's 5th rushing touchdown of the night, 47-0.
47-0, man. That's just one play. Garrett just nice and easy, untouched, really, up to the take it into that north end zone. I mean, you know what? To be honest with you, like I said, only 6 plays that Shallowater's run the night, and that might. I mean, to be serious, that might be the last play we see from Garrett Forster at quarterback.
Yeah, I probably would concur. Clayton Vincent's extra point good, 48-0 Shallowater. And let's just keep it here as the Mustangs and Yellow Jackets have agreed to a running clock here. So as that, you'll see that ticker ticking off, and that's, like I said, man, this is one of these deals where that, and I know this is 11-man and there's difference, but, that 45-point rule is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. I mean, especially for games like this. I mean, just
yeah.
As at this point,
nobody's
it's one thing if
enjoying
they do it, and score, if you had a lot of bad things happen to you in the second half, where at the halftime, if it was like 21 or nothing or something, that's one thing, but you get up to be 48-0 in the first half. Yeah.
Nobody's enjoying this. I mean, the Mustangs aren't enjoying it. The players are, from Kermit are certainly not enjoying it. I mean, nobody wants to just beat somebody's brains in, and unfortunately here tonight, the Kermit's, they're not only are they depleted with some injuries. Without their starting quarterback, it's been going wrong. It's a long road trip. I mean, it's just everything has kind of gone downhill for the Yellow Jackets. And bless their heart, they're trying hard, but there's just, a little overmatched. Vincent, long kick to the 4-yard line. Alvarado on the return, and he got it up to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10, and good coverage, Brett Hall down there to make the stop.
Yeah, you're right. And that's something I hadn't even touched on yet, and you kind of just reminded me is that, it's such a long road trip, and, you got
long road trip.
Yeah, and you got to get back home tonight. It I mean, you don't want to come up here for nothing, but, I mean, just for the fans and for the cheerleaders and for it's just a tough situation.
It really is. Couple of new D tackles check in for the Mustangs. Michael Gonzalez up there on that defensive front. See, is that X still in there next to him? I think so. So maybe it's just Michael in there that's new. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets at their 19-yard line. Here's the snap. Morales give inside. The Mustangs gang tackle. Lorenzo Nino makes the stop. No gain.
I just love the way Nino plays. He just, you know, and even in a game like this, he's still out there 100%. And, you know, the coaches just say, hey, Lorenzo, you got to play this tonight. Okay, coach, I got that. You got to play this way tonight. You got to play this position. He can do it, man. He's just he's one of those players that coaches love to have. He's got a good motor, man.
Sure
He just loves play. He loves to find the football and tackle.
The Forza Site Service halftime show coming up here in 1 minute. It's a big production tonight. Stick around. It's senior night. We got the senior slideshow here on the Shallowater Sports Network as that second down play will not gain anything. Cannon Reed makes the stop. No gain. 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that senior slideshow, man, that'll be good. That'll be fun to watch for.
Yeah, you can watch it. I already saw it. I'm going to have to step away.
So that'll be fun. And
Dad is not wanting to come to grips with reality. This senior class, important to me. I've got a member of it. So all those kids, when I see those young pictures and then their senior pictures, it just kind of pulls at the old heartstrings. No pun intended.
I like it.
Here's the 3rd down play. Michael Gonzalez plugs that hole. Only a 2-yard gain, and that'll do it for the first half here in Todd Field. Shallowater, 48-0 on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
When People's Bank branch president Stephen Least isn't helping another small business with their financial success, you'll find him on the diamond doing what he loves, coaching kids.
Working at People's Bank has taught me how important it is to give back to our community. Coaching allows me to mold our future leaders using the principles I've learned while working with small business owners. I'm Stephen Least. I'm one of the people that you know at People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time, every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
Welcome back. I'm Donnie Hart, the Forza Site Services halftime show, along with Ty King here tonight. The Mustangs. Well, it's 48-0 over Kermit Shallowater with 66 total yards, 66 yards on the ground. Haven't thrown it, no turnovers. 1 penalty, 5 yards. Kermit 20 yards of offense, 12 rushing, 10 yards passing, 3 turnovers, 4 penalties for 30 yards. 48-0, a couple of Trevor Wynn punt returns for a touchdown, a pick 6 from Braxton Barrett. Running clock for most of that first half, and Shallowater leads comfortably here at the half. We look at the Applied Payroll Services scoreboard from around the district. 48-0 here in Denver City and Brownfield, 7-3. Mustangs have come back to take the lead in Denver City. Slayton on the road at Lamesa, 14-12. Tigers trying to pull the upset. You got Littlefield and Bushland. The Falcons 28-0, trying to polish off a perfect regular season and take their bye week before the bye district round. And then in Muleshoe, the Mules 20-9 over Dalhart. River Road with the week off up there in the North District. So that's some things starting to shape up. We'll get a look at some of the playoff matchups. But the biggest thing here tonight on the Forza Site Services halftime show is what tonight means for the seniors. It is senior night in Shallowater, the class of 2022. And dang it, I have a hard time even getting it out, but give me a second. But that class of 2022, so very special, and have been through so much as students out here in Shallowater. They've had COVID shut it down. They've had coaches change. What a remarkable class. Great in on the field, in the classroom, on the courts, just supporting the community. We're so proud of them. And let's take a look at that senior slideshow from the class of 2022.
When People's Bank branch president Stephen Least isn't helping another small business with their financial success, you'll find him on the diamond doing what he loves, coaching kids.
Working at People's Bank has taught me how important it is to give back to our community. Coaching allows me to mold our future leaders using the principles I've learned while working with small business owners. I'm Stephen Least. I'm one of the people that you know at People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
Welcome back to Todd Field, the Forza Site Services halftime show. Donnie Hart and Ty King, 48-0 in the first half. 6 offensive plays snapped by the Mustangs.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
It's 6 offensive plays and 48 points, and you kind of like start doing the math and go, what? So you're looking at a couple of punt returns and an interception return. So yeah, kind of gone like we expected tonight, and. But that's what you're supposed to do,
Yeah.
Like we said before, this is what you're supposed to do. If you want to be one of these teams that's a district champion and expects to move on and deep in the playoffs, this is what you're supposed to do.
Yep, the Mustangs are going to lock up the number 1 seed here tonight. For all practical purposes, be the district champion, at least co-champions with a win here tonight. Depending on what happens with Brownfield and Denver City, I guess they could clinch the outright title, but you and I both expect Denver City to get it together enough against Brownfield. So you go next week. I won't be there. You'll be with Sean Cody in Slayton. You guys covering for me while I make my way down to Round Rock and back. But, the Mustangs will be looking to capture that district championship. And, what's that going to be? What is that going to mean for this football team as they get ready for playoffs?
Yeah, I guess you just look at your goals for the season, right? And first, you got to have this goal. But one of those main goals is a district championship, and then you get to check that off the list. And say, all right, we got the district championship, but you got to play that game. You got to be focused and ready to play on the road at Slayton. But that's just one. But that doesn't mean we've accomplished all you want to accomplish. So I think you got to pick it up a notch. Intensity-wise, coming off a game like this.
Yeah.
Next week, you got to pick it up at practice this week and have a little bit more intensity because. Everybody likes this one, and it's all, everybody gets to play in that, but, be a little bit more intense and be ready to play and get that district championship and just like, we own it. We did it. We went out there and did what we were supposed to do.
Yep. Here it's 48-0. We expect in the second half for all the starters to pretty much be done for the night. You're going to see a lot of fresh faces out here. A lot of guys that don't get a whole lot of time will have a running clock. This will be a brisk second half and get out of here. But it's still senior night. Still a lot of guys that are going to get an opportunity to play in front of the home crowd for the final time. Got some young guys that got moved up to varsity who are out here for their first Friday night, so they're chomping at the bit. So still a lot of good things to watch in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to get to see some guys we haven't seen before, and everybody looks forward to that, but also get to see some of those guys that don't get to play a lot. And, I'm partial to those guys, and I like that too. So, but, yeah, still you want to get out here with, kind of just scot-free without any injuries, anything like that, and let's just get our W and let Kermit get home safely, and let's all call it a good night and go home, and we'll go trick-or-treating at some point.
Yeah, no doubt. And somebody's got a birthday.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
We might be closing in the stroke of midnight, man, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's dope. That's enough of that.
48-0. It's not going to be his 48th birthday, though.
Not there. No,
Yet.
Not yet.
Yet. 48-0 Mustangs on the Shallowater Sports Network.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Touchdown, Shallowater Mustang! Jakari Davis, and he threw it out of the gym. We'll shoot the three. Nobody came to stop her, and Jenna won. Hello. Well, died there. Now we're back. Did they miss all that? They did? Okay. Well, we were sitting here giving shouts out and didn't know we were doing, but welcome back to Todd Field, Donnie Hart and Ty King. And as we were talking there, it'll be the Mustang return group out on the field. For the first time tonight, Shallowater will return. Kermit won the toss, elected to receive. The Yellow Jackets lined up. The Mustangs have their hands unit out on the field. And there's the end-over-end kick towards the far side. Brett Hall will go get it at the 25-yard line and just ease out of bounds over at the 29. And that's where the Mustangs will set up shop, 1st and 10, led out by Eli Bowie. And Ty, let's talk. We saying it just then before the break, or when we got back, we thought our mics were on, but apparently we had a dropped headset there or two. But shout out to Rhonda Jones, Keegan Campbell's grandma, who's listening to us in Alabama. She gets to see her grandson with a couple of nice touchdown runs tonight. We appreciate her support of Shallowater Sports Network and putting up with you and I over the last couple of years.
That's a tough job in itself, but I bet old Rhonda knows a few things about football. So coming out of Alabama. So, yeah, I'm glad she's listening, watching, and that's what makes it worth it, is letting people get to watch their loved ones play from a long distance away.
Bowie gives to Quentin Lanier. Lanier up to the 35-yard line, 5-yard gain. And Eli, a 5'8", 149-pound sophomore, has been the backup quarterback for the Mustangs all season long in relief of Garrett Forster. But Eli gets in there every now and then. He'll make some plays with his feet as well.
Yeah, and I always say this when you get to times like this where these are important plays, man. These are important plays for guys like this because that you can't replicate live game. You can't do it. So these are important for all these guys out here.
Bowie from the pistol will have Lanier behind him on 2nd down and 5. Cutter Watson is that fullback in front of Bowie. Short motion to the near side. Eli going to run it now to reverse his field, trying to go back against the grain, and will be slung down in the backfield at the 33-yard line. Loss of 2, 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, that time Eli just kind of got caught behind the line, and but he comes in cold. You know what I'm saying? He knew he was going to play at halftime, but I mean, just comes in off the bench. It's kind of hard to get under your feet. Maybe give you a couple plays to kind of get your feet underneath you.
Diego Juarez, the 6'3", 243-pound freshman, making the play for Kermit. Man, that's a big kid.
Yeah.
Good-looking player there on that defensive front for the Yellow Jackets as Bowie and company faced with the 3rd down and long. Here's the snap. Give to Lanier. Lanier across the 35-40 has a first state bank Shallowater 1st and 10 to the 42-yard line and a fresh set of downs.
That's just good blocking and good running. That's good vision, and you got guys like Rinker and them just opening up holes up front and letting them do what they do, and that's a great execution on 3rd down to pick it up.
Yeah,
Lanier,
still got a lot of those Mustang regulars on the offensive line out there. I see Cade Rogers, Brady Reed, Carter Gilson still up there for the Mustangs. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Lanier behind Bowie. Eli will turn and give to Quentin. Met in the backfield, lost a yard, running through to make the stop was Barillo, and 2nd down and 11.
You talked about next week that it's going to be, Sean Cody and I taking the reins, so everybody pray for us this week and for yourselves if you're going to watch. But, yeah, man, congratulations to old Mackey. That's awesome, man. Get the 2nd year in a row as a freshman last year, a sophomore this year to make it to the state cross-country meet.
Yeah, pretty special. Pretty proud of her. She puts in a lot of work, and so, she earns it, and I just get to reap the rewards of going and watching, and can't wait to be there next week in Round Rock. Here's the turn and give, and that time Lanier slung down in the backfield, lost 2 more, so 3rd down and 14 coming up as the Yellow Jackets playing pretty good here out of the break on defense.
Best we've seen them play so far tonight. So maybe they got a little I don't know what that halftime can be like for them, in the locker room with Coach Ross, but they're playing with a little more a little more juice here in the second half.
Maybe said, hey guys, we got to go finish this thing. Let's do it the right way. Edric Armendariz with a nice tackle there. 3rd down at 14. Bowie trying to run it himself. Stutter step, bouncing outside, trying to turn the corner. Runs through a tackle at the 40, up to the 45, maybe the 46-yard line. 4th down and 6 coming up, and I would expect the Mustangs to punt here.
They will punt, but, man, what an effort there by Eli. I mean, just breaking tackles, and I just thought he was going to be tackled for a loss. I thought he was going to tackle for no gain, and then he kept breaking a tackle, and it was like, oh, well, he picked up a couple. Not enough, though.
Yep, and now back in punt formation. Is that Clayton Vincent's? That 2 or 3? I think that's number 2 there. Let's see.
Batson says it is.
Okay, well, Caleb Batson's never been wrong, I promise. It is Clayton Vincent, so Batson is right. High end-over-end kick, bouncing off the back of Houston Brasino. And a Kermit bounce up to the 31-yard line, and Brasino, who's the deep snapper, the kind of unsung job on the team, he was down there in coverage and doink.
Yeah. It's always funny because the deep snapper cannot be blocked. So they're usually one of the first guys down, and that's part of the fun of being a deep snapper is that you can go down and try to make a tackle. And that time, I mean, dang it, he's just doing his job, He doesn't know where the punt's coming down. I mean, that's just – somebody probably give him a hard time for that, and they don't need to. He's out there just trying to make a play.
He really is, and I'll tell you what Houston Brasino is. He's a nice little hot corner for the Mustang baseball team. Good third baseman.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's a big part of what they do over there on the diamond. 1st and 10, Kermit, 5:35 and counting here as Morales turns and gives. Lares running it up inside, got maybe 5 yards off the bottom of the pile. Looked like to me Will Redmond made the tackle.
Yeah, I didn't quite see. I was looking down trying to, on that offensive drive that ended up punt, we ran 5 plays, and we'd ran on that one drive, and we had run 6 plays in the first half. So we ran almost as many plays on that one drive that we run the whole first half.
Noah Clausen and Aaron Martinez in there at corner. As we've got 2nd down and 6. Here's the snap. Big hole up inside that time. Nice run for Kermit as it is Gino Lares, the ball carrier into Mustang territory to the 49-yard line. 1st down, Kermit, their first trip into the Mustang territory.
Yep, they got their biggest play of the night so far, but that time it really kind of saved a big play. It was Luke Fish. I mean, because he made the tackle and could have gone for a lot more.
Yep, and it will be Josh Miller and Cannon Reed in there at the middle backers. You got Cutter Watson along with Houston Brasino in there on that defensive front. Clayton Vincent is the outside backer, I can see. Here's Morales. Gives inside. Barillo peppered pretty good on this near side. Nice, strong tackle. Sam Ogle with the stop. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, that's a nice play there at Ryland, 21. Ryland's the new kid.
Yeah, that's Blackburn's brother.
Yeah, Ryland Blackburn. He's first varsity action and makes a big tackle there too. So good to see him out there. That's what we talked about at halftime. Just kind of getting to see some of these new guys get moved up, and it's just kind of like looking into a crystal ball and seeing the future a little bit.
Yeah, we've had a Blackburn making a lot of plays all season long. The old man of the group, the senior.
Yeah.
And Ryland with his first action here tonight on Big Brother Senior Night. Josh Miller and company make the stop at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Yep.
3rd down and 7.
Yeah, that's a good job by Josh Miller. And then also coming off that edge, full blitz was Ryland Blackburn again. So he's taking advantage of it. But Josh that time was the guy that got there initially to kind of make that stop. And, it's good to see him making some plays because that guy had to fill in early this season for, Major McCulley on offense. And he was trying to do, he's having to do a lot of things this season too. So it's good to see him make some plays here tonight.
Yep, 3rd down and 7. Kermit will try to convert here to keep this drive going, try to wipe that goose egg off the board. Not much going to happen on that carry there, though, as Larez just didn't have anywhere to go. Fought his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Redmond, last man off the bottom of the pile for the Mustangs, 4th down.
Yep, Redmond and Ryland was there again. Blackburn, I guess you have to say their first name now because you can't just say Blackburn because you don't know. But, yeah.
Got a couple of them out here. You talking about Mackey making it to the state track meet and think that, but also a big district championship was won. You were on the call this week as Amy Mangum and company wrap up their district championship. They'll go to work in the playoffs. That will start next week. It'll be right here on the Shallowater Sports Network, Monday night, 7 o'clock from Plainview, Shallowater and Round Rock in the by-district round in volleyball. Out into the flat. And Barillo makes the catch, runs it up to the 30-yard line. First and 10, Aaron Martinez makes the tackle, and we don't do the First State Bank Shallowater when it's the
other team. But also, they're not playing Round Rock, are they?
I said Round Rock, River Road, my bad.
Well, that's easy to mix up because
River
you're
Road,
going to Round Rock.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's R&R. There you go.
There we go. Well, hey, it's 48 to
I know.
nothing.
No. I just wanted to make sure that the folks at home. I mean,
no, I'm saying that's kind of where my
your mind's at.
My head's
me
checked.
too.
It's 48 to nothing.
Yeah. 48 to nothing.
Yeah. River Road in Plainview, by-district playoff. I'm going to Round Rock.
That's right.
Wish me luck. I will probably show up in River Road for the state cross-country meet.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's the give up the inside. Will Redmond makes the tackle. 2-yard gain as Larez pounds it up in there on first down, so 2nd down and 7.
I asked you a couple weeks ago or last week, Donnie, I was like, hey, what are you going to do for Halloween? What are you going to be? And I saw a picture of Bodie. He was dressed as Venom, but you said Carnage might be the
That's what he wanted me to be. I pulled the plug on that.
Yeah,
I put on the red tights, and the old figure doesn't look like it used to. Got bulges in all the wrong places now. No muscles. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Morales on 2nd down and 7. Give the Larez, trying to bounce it outside. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Not much there. The Mustang defense has the stop. We'll head to the 4th quarter on the Shallowater Sports Network with the Mustangs leading 48 to nothing.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart and Ty King. We head to the fourth. I got a couple of smart alecks up here in the booth with me, throwing up the fours, and we're ready off for the fourth quarter. My whole point is, what if you were on the other side of this 48-0 score? You still throwing up the fours?
Yeah, got to finish. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
got to finish.
I hate to tell you, there are no moral victories in that situation. Oh, one of these days I'm going to teach you guys a little something. Maybe it'll be the same day the Red Raiders announced Coach Prime, the head man. Come on.
No,
I'm telling you.
I'm not in on that.
I'm telling you. Get you in every living room in the nation. He's got to surround him with the right offensive and defensive minds. Get you a brand. Most famous coach in America if you hire him today. Third down. Here's the snap. Lares bounces outside. Fisher slings him to the deck, and a little help there from the newcomer. Noah Clausen makes the stop.
Yeah.
Sophomore comes up with a pretty nice hit.
He did. I mean, Noah Clausen just said, I'm ready to play.
Yep.
He held up a 4, I bet.
Yeah, he did. Rocky Vela also in there. I see getting some action at that safety as 4th down and 4 here for the Yellow Jackets as they try to keep this drive alive and try to get some points against the Mustangs here tonight on senior night. Morales give to Lares, trying to find some crease inside. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to give him progress to the 20-yard line. First down, move the chains.
And I think the official just said, yeah, it's a first.
It's
just,
past
just
the
come
line.
on. Yeah. And I was not much thought put into it.
Yeah.
The referees held up the number 4 too. They were like, hey, it's fourth quarter for us. Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking down going, man, we are going to get out of here before 9 o'clock. How about that? Usually long nights for these guys on Friday night. And officials do. This has been a pretty good crew. They've been right on top of everything,
yes, they have.
I think, tonight.
Mm-hmm.
1st and 10, Yellow Jackets. Barolo inside. Nice job there inside. Alex Iglesias makes the tackle. Got maybe a yard. 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, good job by Iglesias. Just gets in there, gets the tackle, does what he's supposed to do. But,
yeah, senior night for Alex. He makes a play here tonight in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, Big Mike's in there too.
Yeah, both those guys celebrating those senior night up there on that D line. 2nd down and 9, under 10 minutes here to go in the football game. Morales and company with their deepest drive into Shallowater territory. Barello met in the backfield. Watson makes the tackle. Lost a yard. 3rd down and 10, and Cutter Watson was close to taking that handoff.
Yeah, he was. He was close to taking the handoff, and I mean, that guy was shot out of a cannon. He came off and off the edge and just, absolutely was flying to the football. Great job by Cutter Watson. That's just a football play.
Yeah, it really is. And Barolo is down on the play for Kermit, so. Oh, yeah, sing it. We're on a delay there. We're looking at the replay up here. That's you got to like that. Well, partner, Mustang's going to be 4-0. They'll be the number 1 seed. They'll await the 4 seed from that northern district. It'll be a lot of that will be decided, will become clearer. Let's just say clearer, if that's a word, but or the proper English. Sorry, Lindsay. But it'll be cleared up for us, and we'll kind of know as we get going here who it's going to be in that 4 spot. But it looks like up north, if it's just me, I feel like Muleshoe went into their bye. They got some things corrected. The Mules are playing a lot better than they were going into the break. I think they're going to get in. Bushland, we know, is going to win the district championship. River Road, man, they're struggling here down the stretch.
I know it.
And then you got Dalhart in the mix there, so it could be the Wolves, might be River Road.
And you looked at that district in the pregame. I was looking at it, and it's just, golly, you got Bushland, and then everybody else could make it or not make it. It's like,
I know.
So.
But I do feel kind of like, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I just kind of feel like Muleshoe has figured out something. Maybe they had some guys out that they got back, and I feel like they've been playing the better of that group recently.
Okay, over there in Lincoln Raleigh, just, hey, take it easy.
Hey. Yeah. Well, man, you try to have an intelligent conversation with people. Hey, 3rd down and 10. Morales from the gun. Here's the snap. Sprint out pass towards the far side. Watson with the sack back at the 28-yard line. And 4th down and 17 coming up for the Yellow Jackets. That might preserve the shutout for the Mustangs there on a nice play by Watson.
Yeah, could possibly. He's made a couple plays on this drive. He's back-to-back, really. So, but I want to give you credit, man, because I look at the scoreboard. Dalhart, it's at halftime. Dalhart has 9 points, and Muleshoe has 47. So, yeah.
Like looking through clear water.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I knew that was good. The old Mules, baby. Yeah.
Fight, Lincoln, fight. Let's go.
My first game ever for college Shallowater football was at Muleshoe. I'll never forget it.
Yep, 10-box rain delay. Really wasn't even raining, just a bunch of lightning in the area.
And we were up in a metal box about as high as you can get.
Yeah, felt safe, didn't it?
Yeah, felt great.
Hooked into all this electronic equipment. Probably had about as many viewers then as we do now.
Yeah, man, it was funny because you asked me to, hey, were you going to do this? And I said, yeah. I didn't know it was like a life-threatening. I didn't know.
Yeah, deadliest call.
Yeah, exactly.
We're up there in the box. So, 4th down, timeout, as Kermit wants to talk about it here to try to figure out what they have in the Rolodex over there that could possibly convert this 4th down and 18. So the Mules looking good. Littlefield, they've been struggling all season long. River Road's on bye week. So, and Bushland's polishing off a perfect record up there, and then they'll take the bye into the playoffs. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's probably going to be Dalhart or River Road for the Mustangs in the first round.
Yeah, I do too. And now that I've seen what's going on, around up there, and some interesting things happening in our district as well. I mean, you look at Slayton.
Are they still
Slayton's winning over Lamesa at Lamesa, 22-19 in the 3rd.
Ooh.
Yep. Brownfield and Denver City are in a close one. 16-10, Denver City leads right now in the 3rd. So, yeah.
Yeah, and those Cubs.
They are.
Jake Warren said, here's the stat. Morales on 4th down, rolling to his left, sets up, throws. Catch made at the 20. Coming back to the near side is Conley, 15-10, and he'll get down at the 7-yard line as Blackburn makes the tackle to prevent the touchdown, but the 4th and 18 is converted with a 21-yard throw and catch.
Yeah, best play, biggest play of the night for Kermit. Man, and the quarterback, I mean, Morales got roughed up. I mean, I'm glad he's okay. He got up because, boy, he got smashed. And then the receiver made a bunch of great moves and got the first down.
Well, Zamarian Conley, who's a 5'10", 172-pound senior, he came in with some nice stats. He was one of the key players we talked about in the open, along he and Darian Alvarado. Both those guys seniors. They make some plays on the outside, just haven't been able to get them to rock much. Give to Lares, inside run, got it to the 3. 2nd down and goal here.
This is where the defensive line right here, you talk about preserving the shutout. This is where all the guys on the bench are like, hey, let's get the shutout. The defensive line got to bow up here, make a tackle, and get that thing, get it plugged up.
Yep, big for Mike and Big Iglesias. They gotta hold up that AE gap so those backers can make plays. Mustangs have defended the end zone and the paint well this season. Here's the snap. Running through to make the stop is Watson. Shut it down. Lost a yard. 3rd and goal coming up, and that's just what you needed.
Yep. I mean, Cutter Watson just coming off the edge. Blazing off the edge again.
And we got another Yellow Jacket down on the play, and I believe that's Lares, the ball carrier, who is down. So we'll let the trainers attend to him with 6:03 to go. 48-0 Shallowater. And if you're just tuning in thinking, well, this thing's probably, getting close to the half, I'll check in, see how it's going. We're almost done here. Had a running clock since about early on in that second quarter. But, well, you missed the Trevor Wynn punt return exhibition that was put on out here tonight. Keegan Campbell's had a couple of touchdown runs. Pick 6 for the Mustangs. Ran all of 6 offensive plays in the first half and led it 48-0.
Yeah, and now they've run all of 10 offensive plays, just so you know, in the whole entire game.
Yeah.
I mean, on my count. That's not the official score, but, I try to keep up with the amount of plays, and I'm pretty sure it's around 10 offensive plays.
Well, Matthew Haney, along with Caleb Batson, they do have the
They would know better
count.
than me, yeah.
And so I will tune in here for the Bennett Trice in-game stats. And those stats say, let's see, survey says, is my partner right? No, 12.
Okay. Well, hey, what am I supposed to be doing, paying attention up here? Come on.
Hey, but you'd be pretty good on the Price is Right.
Yeah.
You'd be the closest one. Come on down.
Without going over. Showcase Showdown, baby.
Yep, you are the next contestant.
Yep. Make sure you keep your pets spayed and neutered.
You're close enough. You're close enough. You might have won both showcases.
I could have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
We have ran out of things to talk about.
Yes, we have. I know what I'm going to do for Halloween this year. I know what I'm dressing as. So
let's
talk
hear
about that. We'll talk about that here in a minute.
3rd down and 3. Is it appropriate for a high school
Yeah,
broadcast?
yeah.
Morales under pressure. Watson with the sack back at the 8-yard line. And Cutter Watson doing everything he can do to make that shutout stand. The senior has made a couple of big plays on this drive.
I might dress as Cutter Watson is what I might do. Dang, man. You guys having a heck of a series here.
You'd be scary in Kermit.
Yeah, it would be, exactly. But I have 3 rules for costumes. I don't like dressing up, so I have 3 rules. No makeup, no mask, and no tights. So anything that I can dress up as, and I think this year I'm just going to go as my identical twin. Yeah, perfect. So just walk in, but hey, what's going on?
All that build up, folks.
Yep.
For that joke.
And I just think it's a great costume. I don't have to do anything. Just yep. So.
Yeah, if we were in a basketball game, a referee would be calling a reach on that one.
Yeah, he would be. Reach. Okay.
I'm kidding. Timeout, Yellow Jackets, 4th down. They want to get the play together. Worked last time. They converted a 4th and 18 as, well, this is probably good. I don't want to say I'm rooting for them here, but it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for the Yellow Jackets to score. Bless their heart.
I know, just to make it that bus ride home just a little easier, and I don't know that it really would do that, but I know part of me too has got that soft heart for the other guy. But it's when it's been like this all night and this kind of season for them, and but that goes away pretty fast when I look down and I'm like, hey, I'm rooting for I like the Mustangs, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh, they're going to kick it.
Oh, look at this. All right. I like it. Kick the field goal. Let's see. Well, they will put it down on the 14-yard line, so it will be a 24-yard attempt. Snap, hold, kick on its way. Wide left. No good.
Been that kind of year for Kermit.
It really has.
It's been wide left.
Just wide left.
Yeah.
Miguel Santillan caught that one a little high and pulled it left. No good. The Mustang offense will take possession with 4:34 left on the clock. They'll move it out to the 20-yard line, where it'll be First State Bank, Shallowater, 1st and 10.
Well, this ought to be it. You would think it says a running clock, unless there would be a long touchdown or something like that. But yeah, you would think that could very well happen. But you would think that this would be the last possession of the football game.
Quentin Lanier behind Eli Bowie. Here's the snap. Bowie drops the snap. Flag flies, and the referee will shut it down. False start on the Mustangs. So, 5-yard penalty, and everybody in Shallowater goes, thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Well, yeah, and mean, I jinxed it. I was like, this will be the last possession, and then there we go. We're going to fumble it.
Yeah, fumbled the snap.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, well, 1st and 15. That clock's running now, partner. You're in good shape.
Well, I'm terrible at predicting what's going to happen in this season. I've been bad. The only time I was right was when I was at home. Yeah.
And I checked that. That's Clayton Vincent in there,
Oh, it
quarterback. He'll give to Lanier, big hole. Lanier up to the 25 and up to the 30-yard line, 15-yard run. First State Bank Shallowater 1st and 10, and the freshman, the number 3 guy in this quarterback rotation, getting some snaps at the signal caller position.
And, you know, it's you kind of wonder about Clayton Vincent, like he's a coach's kid, and they're always, you know, they're smart football players, coaches' kids. They just are, so.
Yeah, he and Bowie are going to have quite the battle to see who is the signal caller moving forward, because both those guys can play and both of them are young. Here's Lanier, bounces outside, and will be escorted out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Let's see if they give him the 40. Nope, they say 39, 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1.
Yep, that's I mean, you look at Bowie now, he's a sophomore this year. And so Clayton, if he can, you know, maybe a 2-headed monster next year or whatever, but you played a little quarterback as a sophomore too, so you know what that's like.
Yeah, I wasn't much of a quarterback.
Well, I mean, hey, you it was better than what everything else we had.
Yeah, well, I was much better catching it, or at least running with it afterwards. Let's say that. Here's Vincent. Give to Lanier. Wasn't the prettiest of exchanges, but it was effective. And Siegel, on the carry, and Siegel all the way up to the 41-yard line in Kermit territory. And what a nice run there from Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb Siegel was pumped, too. He's fired up. He looked over at the bench and said, let's go.
Yeah, 28 and 20. That might be showing my age here. I couldn't recognize the 8 and the 0 on that jersey, and I think it's probably been Siegel in there this whole drive, and that play going to get shut down.
Little false start.
And a penalty against the Mustangs. Back them up 5 as we're under 2 minutes, and Caleb Siegel sprinting back to that huddle saying, snap it again. Let's go. Give it to me.
He's feeling it, man. He's I'm in the zone. So I don't blame you, Caleb. Give that rock to Caleb. Let him do what he do.
Yeah, 46 yards from pay dirt, Coach. Come on, give me one more tote. We got all these subs coming in, wasting time.
Look at this. Yeah, I mean, my word.
Mustangs will make some changes here. And they are going to bring in, and it looks like to me the Mustangs are setting this up for the victory formation to just take a knee and be done with it. So they made some changes to make sure the right personnel was on there. He's not going to give it to Campbell, not going to give it to Reed. Clayton Vincent's going to take this snap, touch a knee, and that's going to do it. So it is 48-0 Shallowater tonight here in Todd Field on senior night. And the Mustangs just overpower the Kermit Yellow Jackets, and everybody can head home early if you're on the road to Kermit, or headed back to Lubbock, maybe get a late dinner. As the final 10 seconds will tick away in this clock, and when we come back, we'll have the Paint Doctor post-game show on the Shallowater Sports Network.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
Honey, can we please just call D&K Hunt?
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm calling D&K Hunt Electric.
When you need electrical work done, leave it to the professionals and call D&K Hunt Electric, 806-866-9911.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time, every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andres Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andres Brothers Roofing, every time.
If you're thinking of getting a new car, stop in and see us about an auto loan. Line up your money first, then go out and bargain like a cash buyer. Our rates are competitive and we make our decisions right here, so we give you quick service on auto loans. Auto loans, we do them well. We're First State Bank of Shallowater, member FDIC.
Our financial world seems to be forever changing, and that's why you need quality, personalized financial advice. Bennett & Trice, PLLC, provides individual and business clients with expertise that range from taxes, management, and accounting services to more in-depth services such as compiled and reviewed financial statements and litigation support. Bennett & Trice, 6807 Indiana Avenue, Suite 200. Call them today at 806-589-5111.
Life has been anything but normal. The future is unknown and the uncertainties are plenty. But a farmer deals with this every year, and they keep working hard. At People's Bank, we strive to live out those same values. It's easy for a banker to be there in the good times.
But at People's Bank, we're there when the rain isn't falling, the wind keeps blowing, and the drought continues.
People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
Private gatherings or construction projects, big or small, call the experts at Forza Site Services. We provide sanitized portable restrooms and hand wash stations for all occasions. In need of a roll-off dumpster, Forza Site Services provides roll-off dumpsters for individual and construction sites used throughout West Texas. With locations throughout the Permian Basin, Pecos, and New Mexico, we can better serve our clients' needs. Since 2013, we've been a proud supporter of Shallowater ISD.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
When People's Bank branch president Stephen Least isn't helping another small business with their financial success, you'll find him on the diamond doing what he loves, coaching kids.
Working at People's Bank has taught me how important it is to give back to our community. Coaching allows me to mold our future leaders using the principles I've learned while working with small business owners. I'm Stephen Least. I'm one of the people that you know at People's Bank, a bank in the people business.
When you hear the hail and the thunder, you don't have to wonder who to call. Call the Paint Doctor.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is United.
Welcome back to Todd Field. Donnie Hart and Ty King, the Paint Doctor postgame show tonight. Shallowater 48-0. Let's take a look at the game recap. Mustangs with 126 yards of total offense, all of it coming on the ground. Didn't throw a pass tonight, averaged 8.4 yards per play, didn't turn it over. Win comfortably, the Yellow Jackets 87 yards, 39 on the ground, 48 through the air, 2.2 yards per play, and the 3 turnovers tonight. Shallowater, just too much for Kermit. 48-0, go to 4-0, clinch the district championship, a share of that district championship, and clinch the number 1 seed. We take a look at the Applied Payroll Services scoreboard. 48-0 here. That one's final. Everybody else still going. Denver City 23-10, starting to kind of get some distance on Brownfield there. You got Slayton clinging to a 3-point lead on the road in Lamesa, 22-19. Littlefield taking it on the chin against the Bushland Falcons, 49-13. Bushland, Muleshoe. That's my pick up there north. That's going to be the runners-up, the Mules. Mule kicking Dalhart here tonight, 47-9. Muleshoe at the house tonight in Muleshoe, and my favorite part of the night, Ty, especially after a victory, we get to pick the D&K Hunt Electric players of the game. Who you got?
I got Mr. Keegan Campbell. You know, for number 1, his grandmother listens and watches from Alabama.
Yeah.
So, and number 2 is he had 2 carries tonight for 47 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty effective and pretty efficient. So give me big Keegan Campbell, and I love it. I love the way he runs the football, and I just wanted to give him the player of the game, man. Look at that. 2 carries for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's making the most of your touches, isn't it?
Yeah.
My player of the game is going to go to Trevor Wynn. It says wide receiver there tonight. Could have just been a PR as punt returner, because Trevor Wynn took a 60-yard punt return to the house and a 35-yard punt return to the house. And so Trevor Wynn and Keegan Campbell's our D&K Hunt Electric players of the game, because they were electric in that first quarter, and the Mustangs shut the door on this thing early.
Yeah. I mean, that was a short tonight, and that was never mind. It's the D&K Hunt Electric players of the game. I'm not going to try to – what am I trying to do here? Really?
Hey, next broadcast on Shallowater Sports Network Monday night. It'll be Amy Mangum and the Shallowater Phillies heading to Plainview. We'll be in Plainview High School, River Road Lady Wildcats. Come calling.
Sorry.
The by-district playoffs.
Sorry, I'm didn't mean that. Man, I want to say, because I got to do the game. I got to call a district title game for them.
Absolutely.
And I'm sorry for anybody that watched, but I did learn something. A very valuable lesson.
What's that?
Goa-Kachea, you need to be out of the way. That's could be. I mean, that's a crime what she's doing on that volleyball court. She could kill somebody before the year is over. So, but good luck to them. That was fun to do that. But Mia Goa-Kachea, man, I'm telling you, you better just wear a helmet or something. I mean,
there is a reason why she was an all-state runner-up throwing the discus. She has got a rocket right arm, and she will knock the fire out of that volleyball. And the Phillies will need her to do that on Monday night, as it'll be River Road and Shallowater. A 7 o'clock first serve up in Plainview. We will have a preview of that pregame show for that volleyball game starting at 6:45 right here on the Shallowater Sports Network. Next Mustang broadcast, Shallowater will go on the road. It'll be the final regular season game of the season, week number 11 already. Wow, Shallowater heads to Slayton. It'll be Mustangs and Tigers. Shallowater trying to make sure they clinch the outright district championship on the road in Slayton. That'll be the one piece of the puzzle still left here in the district race for the Mustangs, who will be the number 1 seed. They are the co-district champions as of tonight, but Shallowater wants that. They got that hardware tonight. They tie, though. They don't want anybody to have a gold ball that says the same thing in their trophy
Absolutely
case.
not. You want to take advantage and take an opportunity to say, hey, we're the district champions, we're the outright champions. Nobody can claim that. We want to put our stamp on that, and they get a chance to do that in 7 days.
Yep. Did everything they were supposed to do here tonight, 48-0. It was impressive. They were way better than this Kermit football team here tonight. They showed it. Yep. Now they're going on the road, kind of a similar deal. They're playing against an opponent they should be able to handle, but big picture, just keep getting better week after week.
Yep. Keep focused and just stay. What's ahead of you. Take care of that. Don't worry about the playoffs just yet. Take care of Slayton. Slayton's playing tough tonight. So you want to just make sure you take them seriously and keep intensity up all week and get ready to play against Slayton. But
the man, Tigers could play themselves back into this.
I'm telling you right now, they got a game going on right now.
The bottom of this district could get squirrely. But Mustangs are sitting at the top. We know it, 48-0. Shallowater wins tonight here in senior night. And I want to thank all you folks at home who stuck around, suffered through it with us. We certainly appreciate it. Want to thank all of our folks that brought this to you. Want to thank Logan Bloom, who was on the sideline camera, Angel Flores on the big camera here. Thanks to Matthew Haney and Caleb Batson keeping the stats, and Jake Warren for producing this thing with you. And for my partner in crime, Ty King, I'm Donnie Hart saying so long, folks, from Todd Field in Shallowater, 48-0 Mustangs. It's been a great day to be a Shallowater Mustang. Touchdown, Shallowater Mustang! Jakari Davis, and he threw it out of the gym. We'll shoot the three. Nobody came to stop her, and Jenna